Momofuku Ko, flagship of David Chang's Momofuku empire. It has coveted Michelin 2-star status since 2009 and maintained to this day. It's a restaurant I wanted to go for a while but couldn't make it due to various reasons. In the midst of the pandemic, Ko has drastically altered the setup. Now rebranded as Ko Extra Place, it now serves a reduced tasting menu in a reduced dining space at a reduced price. The tasting menu consists of 5 courses that are said to be the old-time classics of Ko. What also draws my attention is the a la carte menu with plenty of small items for a dime, with the intention to experience Michelin 2-star at a cheaper price, so I went. First thing you notice is that the space has been drastically reduced and the original space with the rectangular counter and graffiti was no more. What they now had is a portion of the original space featuring a counter space hosting 2 small groups along with 3 tables in the same space. A dinerware box was presented in front of each of us, consisting of all dinerwares needed for this meal. Let's kick off the dinner.
This is our first course. Onigiri roll with seaweed wrapped around, and this entire thing is warm. Best eating with hands, so... It is pretty good. There's some crispy white rice inside as well, so provide the crispy boost, and this sauce provides some savory notes. Definitely a good way to start. Second course, citrus cured sea bass with dashi jelly, eating with a chopstick. The fish is fresh, slightly citrusy but very subtle notes, and you can also taste a bit of this dashi umami taste from the jelly. This is the signature dish of Momofuku Ko, Pac-Man egg. I like to call it that way because it looks like a Pac-Man that's spitting out this Ocitra caviar. These are fingerling potatoes, sous vide onion, and sweet potato vinaigrette. Let's start with the egg here. Oh, look at this. You see that egg? It was like a perfectly cooked yolk. Barely holds its shape. And some caviar. The Ocitra caviar has this briny, salty taste that pops from the egg. The onion is quite sweet. We also have this crepe. We suggest us use this as a finishing touch to wipe out the plate. Maybe put some caviar, onions, and sort of just wrap them together. The items before were part of our tasting menu, but obviously the portion wasn't quite enough, so we ordered some extra on a la carte. This is one of them, Foie Gras sandwich. This is $19 for a piece of hot dog sized foie gras sandwich. I think it's not bad. So let's try that. Let's already cut it. Oh my. Oh, that flavor is incredible. Intense and fatty. This is patty with foie gras in it. So you can sense some foie gras taste in it, but it's not primarily foie gras. It's a primarily meaty flavor in it. This is also from our a la carte menu. Cold fried chicken. Oh, it is indeed cold. Because I know cold fries that they fry this at a relatively low temperature, but I didn't expect this to be completely cold. And I know that they fried it multiple times in successive rising temperature and battering in between each frying process, and you have to wait it to completely cool down. So it's a quite time-intensive process. Let's just see how this thing is. Oh, that is interesting. I didn't expect a cold chicken to be this crispy. Crispy crust, very sweet with the flavor of honey. I like this one, although it's a cold chicken. This is another item from our cart, but used to be a classic item in the tasting menu. We have chickpea puree with uni in olive oil. Very simple setup, monochrome dish. Let's try a little bit of this chickpea puree only. Wow, that was extremely smooth. It was so smooth. And it has some other flavor in it. It's like very intense. Like sweetness. It has some extra flavor than just a plain chickpea puree. Then let's just try them together. Uni and chickpea puree. Wow. Creamy, salty, briny, with a good amount of acidity balance. So here we have a pizza here. That's also what we order a la carte. But what I want to talk about is this. This is part of our tasting menu, main course, the fourth course. This is Berkshire pork shoulder with kimchi, a homemade tangy sauce, and a burnt onion mustard sauce. Let's try this piece first, since it's been cut separately with the crust on top. That looks pretty good. Wow. That flavor is so intense. It's crispy charred. Amazing. Adequately fatty. Different sauce here. Good amount of lean and fat ratio, fatty, porky, and the sauce adds the tangy and mustardy flavor to it as a complement. Ta-da! Look at this pizza here. This is also from a la carte. Actually, I'm not really a pizza person, but when I walked by, when I saw the outdoor dining, that they ordered this pizza and it smells so good, I am so tempted that I have to try this. So let's look at that. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, that is a massive slice. Perfectly baked pizza with this crispy crust. This pizza is full of flavor, nice aroma from the dough, crispy char from the outside, and cheesy and tomatoey. Hell of an execution of a pizza. This pizza is crazy. The crust is out of control. You know how crispy this thing is? Let me show you. So that's how crispy that is. Oh, you hear that? That's some of the crunchiest crust I have had. That is crazy. So apparently, as it turns out, this pizza is just way too much for us. We decided to take it home. We have this box. Let's grab that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is gonna be my lunch, dinner, snack. The following day is lunch and dinner. Lastly, we have dessert. This is the last course of our tasting menu. We have shaved foie gras with lychee, pineapple brittle, and drizzling jelly. And I want to go all the way to the bottom. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, that's the jelly right there. So let me grab a full spoonful. Oh, the drizzling jelly packed a punch. It's a very good alcohol filling. The shaved foie gras is pretty light in this context. A light foie gras with a strong alcohol drizzling jelly flavor, and the pineapple creates very interesting texture and flavor. It's a good choice to finish. This is our last item from a la carte, and also the last item of the entire meal. This is Mandarin Tart Tatin with toppy cheese on top. It took 30 minutes to bake it, so we have to order ahead. And let's try it. I think I can already see this Mandarin slice here. Like you can see this, and this. These are the Mandarin slices. It has a good amount of Mandarin flavor in it, but not sour and tangy because it's balanced by the sweetness. But because of the balance, the sweetness from this is not too overwhelming. I have had some other tarts in the past that is quite sweet, but this one is just right. It's sweet enough, but not overpowering, and the Mandarin balances nicely with the sweetness, and also the cheese provides the savory notes. Just notice at the bottom of the glass we have some name carving here. Pretty nice. Probably the maker of this glass. The final bill came to be $327 before tax and $356 after tax for two. We did order quite a bit of items. Aside from the 5-course tasting menu for two, which is $110 for each, $220 in total, we ordered 5 extra items. And a la carte, we have turtle tartine, cold fried chicken, sea urchin chickpea hamburger with foie gras. Plus, we have all that pizza to take home, so that's a lot of food for this price point.
This is the experience at Ko. How was it? Well, I have to say that if you're looking for the complete Michelin 2-star experience, you're not gonna get it here. The tasting menu, while featuring iconic dishes, didn't quite come to my expectation. It's lacking finesse for a 2-star tasting menu in its current state of combination. A complete tasting menu usually composes anywhere from 10 to 15 items, small and large, to create an experience of peaks and valleys anywhere in between. So for a menu like this, one can afford to have a relatively few mediocre items while still maintaining its level. That's not the case for the reduced menu. Since the number of items are limited, you really need to pick right from start and descend at the end, meaning no space for mediocre items and certainly no rooms for screwing up the tempo. For Ko's tasting menu, the first 2 items were rather forgettable. They didn't taste bad, but certainly not remarkable for the first 40% of the menu. Think about tempo. Instead of a bell curve, you got a flat line 40% into the progress. That's pretty no good for a 2-star. The cold egg being a signature, and many people do like it. I think it's a fine dish, but not mind-blowing. And the substitution from sourdough into crepe also decreases substance. The 4th course was really the highlight, and I liked it a lot. Worth a special mention. But alas, the meal was coming to an end. The dessert was a good one, but it ended right there, giving it an abrupt stop. Also, its decrease in portion and the removal of this bottom crust compared to the original version further decreases sustenance. You probably will not be full after the tasting. Even at $110 per person, I feel its value lacking. However, I'm not saying the execution was bad. Rather, I quite like the food in the a la carte section. They were cheap and delicious and executed into perfection. Especially the pizza pie and tart tartine. The pizza was so big that I had to take them home, and even after a few days, I popped it into the oven and it's as good as fresh. I understand these are changing times and Ko is operating under reduced capacity and some things are just a bit difficult right now, but I need to give my honest opinion. Ko in its current state does not mirror 2-star. I will say it's about 1-star at its best. So don't come here expecting full 2-star experience. But if you just treat like a 1-star bistro and order the items from other carts, you'll be more than satisfied. They were really delicious. The menu of Ko is going to stay like this until they ramp up the team and get the condition back to where they used to be. Which, as you can imagine, in its current situation is going to take a while. So until that happens, this will do its justice. This is Fufski and I make videos about food, travel, and culture. If you like this video and wanted to see more videos like this one, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.